Hello lovelies, welcome to Lanmou Tarot. This is a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. No matter where Libra may be in your chart, even if you don't even know, you just feel pulled to watch this reading, there's a message for you. And Libra, I want to take this moment to say thank you so much for your continued support. And you had the third highest viewed video on this channel. As we're closing out the year, I'm so grateful to be in this journey with all of you, as we're all growing spiritually, as we're raising our vibration and being more conscious of a multi-dimensional aspect of ourselves. It's just been quite a ride, quite a journey really, even for myself. Being here doing this, like I wouldn't have imagined that I would be doing this even like 2 years ago, right? To be so public. Like there was a 7 of fire twice that flipped up for you here, Libra. But we're gonna cut the card, but I noticed that. So some of you are feeling quite courageous during this time. Some of you feel like may feel like you need to defend yourself as well during this time, okay? And let's see what messages Spirit have for you for that third week of December 2019. Libra, thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot say thank you enough. Let's keep growing together, okay? And here we go. Messages for Libra. The Tower. Numbers, major arcana number 16, that drills down to a 7, and followed by the 7 of Earth and the Queen of Earth. So, and remember, it was the 7 of fire that kept on flipping up for you. And here, Libra, oh my goodness, the High Priestess is showing for you at the bottom of the deck. So, wow. For some of you, Libra, during this time, nobody can tell you anything. Okay? And rightfully so. During this time, for some of you, if you've been the most stubborn person in the world, if you've been feeling kind of like out of balance, if you've been asking for help, seeking answers, you feel like things are slipping through your fingers, you feel like you're not sure, you're not feeling grounded where you're to put your foot, you're just feeling kind of like hesitant to take the next step. I'm gonna beg of you, Libra. This is not Spirit talking. This is me just looking at the cards. Take a moment to just be you, to just be with yourself, to really, 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 really close your eyes, to open your mind's eye, because Spirit wants to talk to you. Spirit wants to connect with you. Whether it's your spirit guides, whether it's your ancestors, whether it's angels, it's God, the divine, whoever on the other side, in the ethers, in the other realm, that little voice inside, whatever it is where you get your spiritual strength, they're trying to connect with you, Libra. And some of you may be so, maybe feeling so defensive about, I feel like for some of you, it's about you, about yourself, about your what you feel like is your soul purpose, about you may feel like who you are as a person is not understood or not well received, and you feel like you need to stand up for your principles, okay? And there's a need for you, Libra, to listen to your intuition, to listen to your intuition, to listen to your intuition during this time. Spirit is trying to connect with you, okay? This is what's facing you right now during this third week of December. This is the 4th 7 I'm seeing. I forgot. Libra, you're the 7th house. And we have 3 7s already. We saw the 7 of fire, which is all about courage, taking a leap of faith, standing strong to fight against the many, okay? To fight for your belief, to fight for your principles, okay? And here we have with courage, it's not something that's easy, it's something that requires courage. And here we have the number 16, the Tower. Now the Tower, it's something that you cannot resist, you cannot stop, you cannot even predict, you do not see it coming. It's unpredictable, it's unexpected, it can be quite sudden. The Tower is coming, meaning there is something that's about to happen, Libra, that you do not see coming, that's gonna shake up your world, that's gonna shake up. And in this Tower here, usually I would say shake up the foundation, and before I said it, I stopped. Spirit almost stopped me, because again, it's not the foundation that's gonna be shaking. It's almost as if wherever especially dealing with your household, with your home situation, wherever that you felt like you're in the dark, wherever there was, and not even things hiding in the shadow, wherever like the light was not being allowed to shine through, it's going to be, okay? Whatever was being swept under the carpet, it's going to be exposed. What we see here is a light of light, almost like drowning this whole building. Even looking at the door, I can't even say if it's light or water, like a splash of water. That it's almost like it's being flooded almost. Is it light or is it water? I cannot tell. But there is something here that's going to happen that is going to really cause a big change that you may not see coming, but that's really going to that's very much so needed for you, okay? That's very much so needed to reset, to reset the tone, to reset the pace, okay? The 7 of earth we have in the middle here, it's about another 7 here. You have Libra, again, 7th house energy. The 7 of earth here is about the work that we've been doing, the things that we've been putting effort towards, okay? All the steps that we are taking and waiting for to get our rewards. There's a sense sometimes with the 7 of earth of impatience, okay? Almost like expecting things to unfold before that it's time. There's a sense of caution here to remind you that just follow the steps, allow things to unfold naturally, to know that everything has its season, okay? That there's a time to plant, there's a time to work the soil, there's a time to water the soil, there's a time to allow it to rest, and there's a time to also to harvest. Everything has its season, and right now we are still in the fall season, about to enter. By the time some of you watch this reading, it will be winter. We would have gone to the winter solstice. So we are switching. There's a change of guard almost, Libra, and that change of guard is not coming from the outside, okay? That Tower movement is not something that's happening almost like on the outside. It's something that's happening. If it's not in your physical house, physical home, like your environment where you're comfortable, what you call home, it's gonna be in your physical body, like, okay? It will be in your physical body, or at the very least, like in your inside of you, something that's internal, that shakeup is gonna take place, okay? Something that's gonna bring you back so you can go back and tap to that intuition. But because I feel like spirit have been trying to talk to some of you. Spirit have been trying to talk to some of you. Remember, Libra, 7th house, you Libra, your sign is all about trying to find balance. Balance between the light and dark aspect of ourselves. We all have it. Balance into for some of you about work life situation and work home situation. Balance between a private and public face. Balance between wrong and right, whatever you want to call it. Wherever you've been feeling that you're off footing, wherever you've been feeling like, Libra, that you feel off balance, wherever you've been feeling like you're not sure like what's going on, believe me, there's gonna be a shakeup that's happened. And I feel like very strongly for a lot of you, it's gonna be internal. For a lot of you, it might be in your home. It's not so much that it's gonna be something that's external, or like the shakeup is coming from the outside per se. Do you understand? And here we have the Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth is a very nurturing woman. The Queen of Earth is a very natural woman. We can see this dark skinned woman, like, you know, of African ancestry here. Like, she's wearing her hair even natural, like kind of like almost like she looks like it's braids or kind of like loose curls here. Like we can see how the determination on her face, like she's like walking to the forest, like she is one with the forest, like she wants to blend with the forest. She feels at home in the forest with nature, understanding that the all connectedness of us all, like, okay, like I am you, you are me, the plants, the animals, the air we breathe, the other people that we connect with, and the people that we couldn't connect with. Everything that you do affect them, and they too, they affect you. Okay, and I feel like for some of you, Libra, you're coming into some very deep truth about you, about your life, about your who you want to be as a person, the kind of life that you would like to lead. And especially when it comes to finding that balance, finding listening to your intuition to create more sense of fairness in your relationship, fairness when it comes to your balance, when it comes to your job, okay? Balance when it comes to the things that you give your energy to. And it's gonna let me tell you, there's something coming here, and I'm not doing clarification today, and I'm almost itching to get some clarification for you as to what that tarot moment is about. But I feel like it's happening, it's coming soon, it's gonna be sometimes in the next 7 days for sure, Libra. This is not a reading to say whenever you're watching this reading, within the next 7 days, something's gonna happen that's very unexpected, that's gonna be quite like shake you up. If not shake up your life, but to shake you up, you yourself, like your internal working, okay? And it feels like it's something that you kind of like, you, as surprised you may be at first, I think when you look back, you'll be like, my intuition have been telling me this. I kind of knew this was coming. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna understand that this is something that have like you felt it coming. Okay. For some of you, as soon as that thing happened, you'll be who are watching this reading. You'll be like, that's what she meant. Like okay. For those of you, this message resonate with. But regardless. Pace yourself, know that, don't rush things, know that everything has its season. Keep doing the work that you are doing, keep working on yourself, keep doing the work that you are doing, and just know that your rewards will come, your fair due will come. Okay, like this is someone here who's like she's turning looking at the fairies here, almost kind of like, tell me something, look at the serious face, look at her. It's almost like she feels almost separated from what's happening around her, like the way the look on her face here, and here she turned her back, and now there's a turning that she turned her back here. And by the way, there's no air energy here. This is water energy, Mars energy, which is all about fire, and earth energy. Okay, so for some of you, being grounded, go take a walk in the park, walk barefoot. You know, I know it's cold outside right now, even in your home, imagining yourself being in the forest. There's such a need here to be grounded. There's really a need here for you guys to ground yourself. And yes, listen to your intuition, as above so below, but to also ground yourself. Okay, to mesh in with nature, to know that you belong, to feel like the interconnectedness with everything around you. And there's a kind of like why I'm putting that back, this is your card. There's a spiritual message here for some of you as well. Okay, with the High Priestess coming here, and the way that Queen of Earth is showing up here, it's almost as if some of you Libra, you're being called on a journey to explore your own spirituality, not your spirituality in regards to religion and what you've been told. This is like, go to church, you know, every Sunday and boom, 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 you're good to go. Like, I mean like your spirituality in the, like, your connection to God, to the divine, your connection to the universe, okay? And not like something that you experience through a pastor, through a priest, but something that is a direct, intimate relationship with the divine, a direct, intimate relationship that is ongoing, that is steady, okay? Like, it's like God is calling you to be steady with him during this time. That's a relationship where every day, through your every interaction, everything you do, the way you eat, the way you look at other people, the way you think, the way you see yourself, the way you do your job, even the way you drive, like all of that is gonna be impacted based on that relationship, that change by answering that call to be steady in that relationship with the divine. Okay, and here we have retreat. Yes, retreat. And that's how we started here, to take a moment to meditate, to focus, so you can get the answers, because Spirit is trying to connect with you, so you can get the downloads, so you can really hear what God have to say to you during this time. It's time to disconnect from the world. And the same applies if this is a relationship that you guys are trying to manifest during this time. Something is gonna happen. There's gonna be a shake-up here, where perhaps some of you, I feel very much so, maybe about the home, some of you may feel like you're gonna be removed from what was comfortable before. There may be a change, okay, in what you've been very comfortable with in the past. and it may be, you may need a moment for you to be okay. If this person is my person, if I'm choosing that person to be my person, then you have to almost kind of like trust and release some control, and almost like to move away a little bit from the people, from the place that you've always been, so you can get closer to your person that you're choosing to be with. Because it says retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world, but look, it's two people disconnecting from the world, okay? And she's literally wearing a wedding gown. So it's almost as if, as this relationship is ascending to a higher level, as you are contemplating committing to that person even more, it's time for you to get closer. It's time for the two of you to focus on that relationship, that it's a two-ship, okay? So if, in case it's a romantic relationship, it's like the same message applies here. As you're going steady, as you committing yourself to that relationship, to make it stronger every day, there's a real need here to be exclusive. This is my person, and to take some time to connect with that person. And calling in your soulmate is the card that actually came out for you, Libra, and it says your prayers, affirmation, and visualization help bring you together. And that's beautiful. So if you've been praying it, if you've been asking for it, some of you, it may be a sudden surprise meeting. You run into somebody knock at your door. Perhaps it's one of those delivery people, for those of you that are like ordering stuff online for the holidays, and then it's like love at first sight. I don't know, that just came through. I don't know why, but I'm just saying. So just don't wash things up. Take your time and listen to the messages. You have two cards that came out, and to be fair is at the bottom of the deck. To be fair. So again, to be fair, here again, Libra, you have the two scales. To be fair, number 38, which goes down to an 11. That's my confirmation number. And to be fair here with the scales. And here you go, Libra, with the scales. So pay attention to what you're doing this time. Okay, don't and it's not just about you being fair, but also to make sure that people are being fair to you, okay, during this time. Blessed, number 22. Oh, I love this card. This is a card for me also of union, okay? This is like you are blessed. There is a lot of goodness coming towards you. I'm telling you, you are flying high in the sky here. Look at all the stars, surrounding by the stars. Spirit really has your back. Spirit really wants you to get closer, for you to get closer to them. God wants you to get closer, okay? Number 10, Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished Symphony. And I'm going to read a little bit from the book for you. I wanted to keep this short, but Libra, here we go. We're going long. But the message, I let it out the way it comes. So we have here, I'm going to do number 10 for you, Libra. Unfinished Symphony. And please don't mind my nails. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's time that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur, and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. Reflect on what has passed so the symphony can end in a high note. So some of you, as we're closing out the year, you need to take an inventory of where you've been, okay? And release. Number 22, there are moments in life when, out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the red sea parts in front of you, and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessing guide you now. And yes, with that tarot moment, there's something coming towards you just do not see coming, okay? For some of you, it may be positive. For some of you, it may not be so positive. But then again, as in everything in life, the way you react to it has as much to do with what actually the event that happened, okay? Whatever, it's not something so positive, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's gonna be positive because it's spirit that's calling you towards that thing. And then we have blessed here, meaning you are blessed. Whatever it is, even if it seems like it's not a positive thing, believe me, they're walking you towards towards something great here, okay, Libra? And there's a need to end an old chapter so you can go towards that new chapter. Some of you may have to move away. There's a real strong sense here to move away. Not so much like even if it's not like moving as in relocating, but almost like to put some distance between what you were doing before, the people you were hanging out before, so you can get closer to the people that you want to mingle with, to that one person that you want to bring into your life, you want to get committed with, okay, to that ultimate job that you want. Sometimes we have to create some distance to things that are not serving our highest good, and in whichever case, you're gonna push toward that. Spirit is pushing you towards that, okay, Libra? You're not on your own here. I'm sending you so much love and thank you so much. And I'm sorry your reading has gone over 20 minutes. I'm trying to keep it under 20 minutes. And I'll see you next week where we'll do a 2020 year in preview for the next week reading. Until then, remember, love is the only answer. Bye. Hey Libra, I kind of like literally, I stop your reading and I'm still sitting here looking at your cards and they call me to look at this. I'm telling you, when the message is supposed to come out, I keep saying, excuse me, forgive me for going over 20 minutes. There's a reason for it, okay? Even if it's just one of you that needed to hear this, let me read that for you. This is number 22 that came out. That came out for you, okay? The card that says, oh, the light is blinding here. Can you guys see it? Better. Okay, the card this is number 22, blessed. That came out for you, okay? So I read you the first part, the oracle message, which is your advice. But there is that part here, and I want you to read it for yourself, Libra, okay? I want you to read that for yourself, if you can, that is, with that lighting. Let me read it for you, because I'm not sure how it's going to translate, because sometimes it looks weird when I'm filming, and then afterwards it's okay. So here we go. You are moving toward a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to take this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Isn't that what we've been talking about? A deepening. You're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. Libra, have fun with this. Enjoy the journey. I'm sending you so much love. Like, this is a blessing to be doing this. This is just like, bye guys.